Alright. Gonna check something fast, then we're gonna watch. It's a damn Meg. Be honest with you, sometimes he's taking his fucking. He's kind of fucking retarded. I mean, fucking retarded. But anyways. Hold on, let me reset.
Well, gaming is officially dead.
Explain why. How video games are dead. Video games are making more money than fucking ever. This year, last year. Explain.
I don't think I need to title any more videos. Gaming is dying. We have finally reached the final
How video games are dying. Explain. You literally say video games are dying. You cannot explain the simplest thing ever.
stage of life of the gaming industry, where despite showing hundreds of games, maybe a handful looked even remotely playable. I can't believe how horrible this year's E3 was. And yes, I know it's not technically E3, but we got a bunch of presentations from all the major publishers except Nintendo, so it might as well be E3, right? Honestly, that was just beyond horrible. It felt like a colossal waste of time, right?
If you literally say it's a waste of time, why the fuck did you watch the showcase? If you know it's gonna be a waste of time.
Right? Just like E3 2021. Despite the PlayStation showcase not being good by any metric, I think almost all
The PlayStation Showcase was fucking shit. The only good thing about the PlayStation Showcase is Spider-Man. After that, that's so. The PlayStation Showcase was fucking shit. Why? Because they literally show games people don't give a fuck about and a movie trailer. Let's say something. A movie fucking trailer.
the shows we saw here were actually significantly worse. At least there was 3 games.
The only good ones showcase all, I think Xbox.
That looked fairly interesting at the PlayStation Showcase. I don't think a single other show had that many. So if you watch the PlayStation Showcase video, you know how the rules work here. We're gonna bring back the woke counter again.
You're gonna say everything is fucking work.
Though if I broke down every show as thoroughly as I did the PlayStation one, this video would be well over an hour long, so I'm going to try to mostly just hit the highlights and condense the less interesting stuff or just skip it altogether. So without further ado, here's not E3 2023. So let's start off with the Xbox Showcase. Even though it wasn't the first, it was clearly the one that the most people were excited to see, given that Microsoft hasn't released any good exclusive games in years.
He is not wrong about that. Microsoft is not releasing shit this year, next year. The only game they may release is Forza and Starfield. Even that, it's fucking sad. They have 25 studios, or maybe more. They cannot fucking release video games. I call fucking bullshit, bro.
Years at this point and bought up so many studios, they would have to have something to show by now.
Yep.
And of course, we already knew there would be a Starfield specific showcase, so the normie Zoomer Bethesda fans, I'm sure, got super excited over that Starfield footage. But we'll cover that last, as it was at the end of the show. Unfortunately, the show started off in one of the worst ways it possibly could by giving us a CG-only trailer of the much-anticipated Fable reboot, sequel, whatever. Despite being announced years ago at this point, it clearly was in some kind of development hell, as they still have no gameplay to show us. And this trailer looked...
I give it that. Kinda hate video games right now. They didn't show any fucking gameplay for the fucking game they're going to release.
fucking horrible. This female protagonist looks ugly as shit.
I think that's a fucking point to joke around about it. I don't know about it. You could create your own character. I think they do that just as a joke. I don't know about it, but maybe.
Genuinely has a man face, and most of the trailers start with this nerdy guy who I don't even remember where I've seen him before, some nerdy TV show or movie or something. I don't care. He plays the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk. Yes, they took the Fable title literally. It is now actually about fables. And now I'm actually glad I took the time to play Fable Anniversary a few months ago, so I now know this is not anything like Fable. This is clearly a complete reboot, Saints Row style, that doesn't appeal to fans of the original in any...
Maybe because they only showed it. You have to wait for more videos, gameplays, trailers to show how the game is.
Anyway, and how would we even know if it's a good game if we see no gameplay? So, truly a horrific trailer on multiple levels. Fable is dead again.
How is that? People are literally gonna buy it. You just talking out of your fucking ass, man. You literally need fucking therapy, bro. You think everything is gonna be dead.
The second game trailer was another CG one for South of Midnight, featuring a black female protagonist.
Dude, look at you look at how his voice sound. Ah, fuck, a black girl. Are you fucking racist to black people? I'm okay with that. Not with. Are you really, bro? Are you literally bitch about how people skin color in video games? I can literally say, ah, fuck, I kinda hate it to put any fucking Mexican in video games. You know why I don't give a fuck about it? Because I don't care about it. It's just a fucking video game you can literally play for fun. It doesn't matter what character they put in any type of fucking video game.
Protagonist. At the very least, I can say the setting is appropriate. It seems to take place in a bayou, but I can't help but notice a pattern across all these various game trailers, showcases over the past couple years seem to have a running theme. The next trailer was a new Star Wars game, Star Wars Outlaws, featuring a female protagonist.
You really hate women. It makes sense you don't give fucking pussy, but even so, bro. Why a bitch about a fucking game about a woman?
Basically a Rule 63 version of Han Solo. And it's yet another CG trailer. Now we do get to see gameplay for this during the Ubisoft Forward conference, which I'll cover later in this video. But I find it funny that the first 3 trailers have 0 gameplay in them.
I gotta agree with that. The first 3 didn't show any fucking gameplay. Kinda hate that. By the end of the day, you probably have to get used to it now because video games that are not gonna show you fucking gameplay until almost to the fucking end.
Similar to Sony.
Oh, they're not fucking ready. One of those.
Then the Xbox presenter comes out, who, coincidentally I'm sure, is also a black woman, and tells us how great Xbox fans are. All 5 of them, I guess.
Bro, why are you literally talking about her skin color? Because she's black, you don't like her?
You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion
Okay,
drives
come on.
us,
This is
and
so
you are the
cringe.
inspiration for the visionary.
I really don't give a fuck about it. It's just a fucking lady talking about Xbox. It's not cringe. You're a fucking loser.
You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Please give us money.
I mean, seriously.
That's every corporation. That's fucking Sony. Hey, give me your fucking money. If you don't, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the ass.
Do Xbox fanboys even still exist? More like Game Pass subscribers. That's what they should.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Xbox fanboy literally, I'm not gonna play after they put it on Game Pass, motherfucker. Buy you fucking video games.
be called at this point. It's the only thing the brand's got going for it left. Then we're
He's not well about that.
shown some indie game with 33 player co-op.
I don't give
No
a fuck
comment,
about this
really.
game.
And then finally we see something kind of interesting with Payday 3. Finally, after milking
I don't mind the one for Payday 3. It's a game that lets you get to play with friends.
DLC
That's a W.
for like a decade, I guess they stopped making money on 2 and have to make 3. I'll probably play this with friends, so I'm not going to shit on it or anything. That was one of the very few interesting games that were shown. Next up is the Persona 3 remake, and all I'm going to say is Persona 3 didn't need a remake. I played it all the way through and 4 a few years back, and they're great games. I don't care if they're PS2 games and have more chibi-like graphics. It didn't need a fucking remake, Atlas. You're running out of ideas. I'm sure various aspects of the
Just wait for that. Just wait. It's gonna be ironic.
writing and the voice acting will be downgraded. Though I know a lot of you weebs play with subtitles anyway. The point is, the game didn't need a fucking remake. Okay, moving on. The next game showed was Avowed, which is Obsidian's Skyrim clone. Now, if this was shown a decade ago, I might have actually been pretty excited for it, but Obsidian hasn't made a good game in probably close to 10 years. Outer Worlds was fucking horrible, some of the worst writing I've ever seen in an RPG, just blatant capitalism bad. And you gotta realize, Obsidian doesn't have almost any of the people working for it that were there when New Vegas was being developed, okay?
No shit, people fucking leave every time. They fire them or they leave because they don't want the job no more.
Okay, it happens to all these studios. They make some great games, and then years later, when all those people have retired or moved to another company or got promoted out of a real creative role, then their games go to shit. I've seen it happen a million times by now.
No shit because they retire or they want to leave or they find another job. I understand they want to make it again, but if they're gonna make the game again, at least we want to let the person who make this game.
Now, there's no reason to think this game will be good. The next couple games weren't anything interesting, and then we get to the second Hellblade game again, and no, I'm not going to play it, and I'm not going to play the first either. I don't care how good the story is. It's obviously another cinematic movie game.
Oh, really? Sorry about that. I was a little tired, but I really don't give a fuck about this game because the end of the day, this game for me is fucking retarded.
Don't want to play any of these unless I absolutely have to. If you enjoy it, that's fine. I fucking hate movie games. You should know this by now.
Yeah, I fucking hate movie games too. I gotta fucking hate Xbox and PlayStation do fucking more movie games. That shit is fucking annoying.
And there's a trailer for yet another Fallout 76 expansion. I cannot believe people are still playing that.
If you cannot believe... Dude, a lot of people playing it. It's a surprise. Dude, people are still playing this game. That's why they're making more fucking expansion pack for this game.
That game. Then we get a reveal for the new Capcom game, Path of the Goddess, with a clear Eastern-inspired aesthetic. I'll be honest, with what little gameplay was shown here, I wasn't really sold on it, but Capcom is pretty good with action games, so there's actually a pretty good chance this will end up being a good game. Then nothing interesting was shown for nearly 10 minutes, though I do find it hilarious that Blizzard wants to charge money for the co-op campaign.
If anyone played Overwatch 2, you are fucking losers. This game is fucking shit.
That they promised before release of Overwatch 2. Truly the scummiest company in gaming right now. Then we get
yeah, some of people are still literally buying games from them.
On another Starfield trailer, which I'm not going to talk about because there's a huge showcase at the end of the Xbox showcase, so no point in really going into it now. Then we see that Don't Nod, the creators of Life is Strange, are actually working on 2 games. They're working on that weird Vanisher game where you have the dead black life.
Let me get started. Another black lead.
And they're also working on some kind of climbing puzzle action game or something. Looks pretty generic. Then finally, another vaguely interesting game was shown, Still Wakes the Deep, a horror game taking place on an oil rig by the creators of Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of A Machine for Pigs, but it wasn't terrible by any stretch, so maybe this horror game will be fun to play. At least it'll make for a good stream game anyway. Then a bit later, we get yet another trailer for the new Cyberpunk 2077.
W for Keanu Reeves, he's making the fucking money.
77 expansion, and if you're one of the 5 people who are hoping I'm still going to make that 3-hour-long Cyberpunk video, no, it wasn't that good. Trust me, you're not missing anything. It was just going to be another, like, bloated video essay style video you've seen 100 times by now. I will give you my extended thoughts on the game when I review this expansion, apparently, which is $30, so I hope it's an extensive expansion. And yes, I've also heard that they're going to once again overhaul the skill system and fix it.
Okay.
But again, which actually sounds pretty promising because the first fix did actually make some real improvements. Maybe the skill system will finally be good when this DLC releases. My major hope for the DLC is that it unlocks a real ending, an actually satisfying, well-developed one that feels earned, because in the base game, the Pan Am one is the only one that feels narratively satisfying, like V actually grows as a person, he finds a new family and lets go of the past, right? The other ones were kind of shitty, and yes, I realize Cyberpunk is supposed to have a bleak ending. Mike Pondsmith himself said that Cyberpunk is about saving
Cyberpunk is a cute game. 8 out of 10. It's a fun game to play.
yourself. But I'd say Edge Runners
But it's gonna fuck that at the beginning of Cyberpunk, the game release, that shit was fucking bad. But now, it was great. They upped the shit. They upped the game really fucking great now.
handled having a dark ending way better than the video game did. It wasn't even close. So honestly, I don't really have high hopes, especially since CDPR is now ESG compliant, so it's probably going to have some wokeness in it. In fact,
But wokeness, I gotta be honest with you. I used to be a lot thinking about, oh, this is gonna be woke. Looking at you, remember one. I just remember one movie, TV show, Halo. People said it's gonna be woke. No, it was not woke. The movie was fucking. The TV show was fucking shit. But yeah, people are fucking retarded about woke. Everything's woke. It is not.
Sphere Hunter, the relatively popular Capcom shill Resident Evil reviewer, a trans woman also known as Sue Lightning, don't look that up
Oh, mental ill person. Yeah, I understand it.
on your work computer, is in the game. And yes, I realize
It's a mental ill person. It doesn't fucking matter.
there were YouTubers in the base game of Cyberpunk, famously Alana Pierce, a former IGN employee who
Who's her? Who the fuck is that thing?
has thousands of simps just because of her appearance, had her own fucking
If people think she's hot, something is wrong with you.
quest, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same with Sphere Hunter. So, yeah, CDPR is fucking dead. I look forward to reviewing this in the near
Oh,
future.
it's fucking dead. What the fuck are you buying it, bro? You say CPR is dead. Then you're still gonna buy this shit, bro. Are you serious? You're literally supporting the fucking some dead company who make billions of dollars.
Future. Eventually, we get another kind of interesting game from the
Wow, you say for the Persona thing is that they don't have any more ideas, bro.
creators of Persona,
No more ideas. They
a
make a new
metaphor
fucking game.
Fantasio, whatever. And like Persona, it combines the real world with fantasy elements, so this one is leaning much more heavily on the fantasy elements.
The creator of Persona, whatever, or the people who make Persona, had no more ideas for another game like this.
It seems to have some other world, a fantasy world that comes to the real world. Looks very over-the-top anime. Not really sure if I'm excited for it in any way, but it definitely looks interesting. After a couple more games not even worth mentioning, we get what appears to be a sequel to BioShock Infinite. In fact, I was convinced it was until they revealed the title at the end, featuring a black female.
So you literally are fucking racist to a black girls. Everything you say, everything they show a black female, you literally have to call it out like a fucking piece of shit you are, bro. I'm sorry, if you continue bringing skin color to this, it's saying something, bro.
Protagonist. So I guess that's yet another game for the woke counter.
How does the fucking work? You can literally say, oh, they put a fucking Mexican woman. That's fucking work. I can literally say, oh, that's fucking racist. What? Because they didn't put any fucking Mexicans there. The creator of who the one creator called the company is racist. No, it's not. They just want to put a character there. That's fucking matter.
You know what? On second thought, fuck this. I don't need to spoon feed you anymore which parts of this showcase were quote-unquote woke or whatever term.
Bro, you literally need fucking help. You think everything is fucking woke.
term you want to use, left-wing propaganda or degeneracy, normalization of whatever it is they want to push. The message, I'm sure, is one you've heard many times. So the woke counter's officially dead. I'm sure you got sick of hearing the stock ding noise anyway.
No, you just being fucking moron over everything's woke.
Maybe one of these days I'll finally learn Adobe After Effects and do something remotely respectable in the video editing space. But for now, back to our scheduled programming. But this game is called Clockwork Revolution, and despite showing all that, they don't even have a release date. I think we've already
They're still making the game.
seen enough to know not to buy this shit. Boycott all this garbage, please, for the love of God. This is why gaming is dead.
Bro, you say you can boycott this guy, you're gonna buy those games in a day. You cannot fucking say that. Oh, it's woke, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, you're buying it. Dude, I saw you fucking Final Fantasy video. Dude, you literally don't know what the fuck are you talking about. In Final Fantasy 16. You're a brain dead fucking idiot.
Because quote-unquote gamers are pay piggies with white guilt.
Just like fucking you are literally buying video games for woke copying it, you say?
Who buy this garbage. And honestly, even when people don't buy the garbage and it bombs, it doesn't even matter, because BlackRock or Epic Games will fund this garbage, so it doesn't even have to make any money. It's already been paid for. I sure do love propaganda being shoveled into my face all day.
Dude, you just sad, pathetic little boy, bro. I'm sorry, you literally think everything is woke. You literally, oh, Ellen Wake, they bring a black lady. That's fucking woke.
Every day.
Are you literally okay, bro? I know you're losing your fucking hair because of the woke thing, bro.
For the rest of the time. I'm sure eventually I'll become a communist revolutionary any day now. Then Phil Spencer comes out to close out the show, tells us a bunch of bullshit, reminds us of the forgettable games we just saw because he knew that almost none of it was worth purchasing. Then
He's not wrong about that. I'm sorry for the Xbox, Phil Spencer, whatever his name. I'm sorry, he literally need to set his shit up. Set his shit up. And I'll get the fucking whip and told all their employees to go back to fucking work. What? Dude, it's been 2 or 3 years since you released a fucking game. I'm not gonna Hyper Watch, I'm not calling it because you literally released it out of nowhere. I'm not gonna call that. We're gonna have Starfield, but maybe that game's gonna be delayed again.
they reveal a new model of Xbox Series S, which is funny because a bunch of game developers have complained about this thing because it's supposed.
It doesn't fucking matter. They have to do their fucking job to make video games there.
Supposedly holding back gaming,
No, it's not. They're just a fucking lazy.
even though the greatest games ever made came out 20 years ago on hardware that was a tenth of the power. But these incompetent diversity hires can't be trusted to optimize anything. That's why so many PC ports
It's not diversity high. They don't want to fucking work.
are shit. And weirdly enough, I never hear anybody complain about the Switch, or at least I don't hear it as often, despite.
Dude, people are literally bitching about the Switch. Nintendo had to make a new fucking console, but they don't want to right now. They're just waiting for the Switch to be fucking completely dead.
Being even weaker, probably because the Switch is sold over 100 million units, so developers will do anything they can to get a piece of that action, whereas Xbox has been dead for like a decade. So after the Xbox show is over, we then get our big Starfield showcase, and I'll admit during the stream I was a little too hard on it. It even looks like No Man's Sky, but with a more realistic art style. No! Oh my god. Come on, guys. Come on. Just
No shit. They're gonna fucking do it to make their job more easier.
look at this.
Do a mission and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Guys, it's gonna suck. This is No Man's Sky. It's Fallout 4 combined with No Man's Sky. That's what this is. This is the worst possible game they could have made.
You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic he
That
wants to
looks
cross to
uncanny.
wind up
Holy
here.
shit. What is
What's
that
great about
face
backgrounds
movement?
is you
What
never
the
know
fuck?
when yours
Why does
is
this
gonna
game
come
look
in
worse the more I
You can be
look
in the
at it?
middle of
I think I'll talk about the things I like before the various things I didn't like, just because this video has already been extremely negative, obviously. I'll say I do like the ship building, and the actual space combat looks interesting, at least the way that you can reroute the power to your
So this video is making me sick because the damn is a brain dead idiot.
shields, or the laser attached to your ship, or all the other different functions. I think that's cool.
I'm waiting for the day when the games come out. They're gonna make Dildo spaceship.
Very Star Trek.
Yeah, I fucking say it.
I think the new way that they're handling skills, where you have to complete certain challenges to rank up stuff, is an interesting concept. I just hope it's not too many kill 500 aliens with submachine guns to level it
Oh,
up.
I hope the game is not woke, bro. Damn. They're gonna have a black female lead that's fucking woke, bro.
That would be horrible, because then it would just be completely pointless. You might as well just port over Skyrim's system, where you just use something and then it ranks up, right? But at least conceptually, that seems like a good idea. I think the shooting looks fine. Just like Fallout 4, the shooting was never the problem. It was just the fact that it was extremely repetitive and didn't feel like an RPG
Plus, it was woke, bro. Damn.
in any way. There was very few interesting locations, and that game had the worst main quest line Bethesda has ever made. Now for all the various bad things about this showcase. First of all, probably the most important criticism of all, the same thing I said a year ago, 1,000 planets. I think I put it best during the stream. 1,000 planets. Modern video games can't make one goddamn country be filled with content, you know?
We all know that 1,000 planets is gonna be fucking a small place you can literally go to missions and simple as that.
Like, what's the last open world game you
Space
played that
exploration
actually
is
felt like it had
possible thanks to your
worthwhile
ship.
content
Your
everywhere?
ship is almost like having
I
another
praise
character or
Tears of the
home
Kingdom's
you can
world,
make
and it
all your
still
own.
has too much
think you'll be
worthless crap in
blown
it.
away
It's
by
just
the amount of stuff
significantly above average for open world
can buy
games,
a
you know? I mean, seriously, I don't know how anybody can expect 1,000 planets to feel even remote.
There's not gonna be a 1,000 planets. They're gonna be less or more. They may be up to the fucking game in the future to have 1,000 planets.
Handcrafted. And if you don't, why would this be exciting in any way? If you're one of those people who saw the concept for No Man's Sky and got excited, well then I get it, okay? This is probably the game for you. You might actually end up loving this game. Now for everyone else who actually has taste, this game's gonna disappoint all of us. I fucking
I'm
guarantee.
so sad, man. You don't have any fucking taste of video games. You literally think everything is fucking woke. That's why I say you're not gonna have any taste of video game. You're literally a sad little boy. I'm surprised people are watching you.
Idiot. Now obviously, because of
This ain't for a guy who literally had no one watching him. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it.
Fallout 4, my expectations are actually really low, so even if this ends up being mediocre, I probably won't actually be disappointed in the traditional sense. I'll just be disappointed in gaming as a whole for having no quality standards whatsoever. Now as for like the main gameplay, again, it just looks like Fallout 4 and
Be honest with you, them is getting fucking boring for me now. This guy's just a sad little fucking man. Literally everything is fucking woke. Be honest with you, you literally need to take this mentality out of you. Stop thinking everything is fucking woke. Disney is fucking woke. You know Disney. Stop watching fucking Disney because Jesus Christ, they're doing fucking shit. Work there. But anyways, I hope you subscribe, like this video.